Hey guys, it's Aman
And Christina
from
from
Our
Our
Rich
Rich
Journey.
Journey.
On today's video, we want to talk about the things that we did not know about building wealth and investing in the stock market. You see, Christina and I, despite not knowing these things, were able to achieve financial independence and retire early with a stock portfolio of over $2 million. We have bought more than 6 homes, and we live here in Portugal and own 2 homes free and clear. And we were able to do this by overcoming the things that we did not know that we were going to talk about in this video. It is so important that you watch this video all the way through because I am sure some of these things are going to resonate with you. We were in the same position that so many people are out there in right now. We didn't have the knowledge, but once we gained that knowledge, it was so powerful. It allowed us to achieve financial independence, and it is going to allow us to build wealth for generations to come.
So one quick thing before we get started, if you guys have not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel. We know that there are a lot of you that watch all our videos, but you haven't subscribed yet. So please subscribe to our channel, follow us on Instagram, and also check out our blog at ourrichjourney.com.
So without further ado, let's get into the things that we did not know. The first thing is that we did not know the importance of financial literacy. And when we talk about this, we are going to talk about this from a completely different perspective. You see, when people think about financial literacy, they're thinking about understanding debt, understanding credit, all of these things that are basics. Now, all of these things are great because they form the foundation of your financial literacy knowledge. But we believe that you should be going a step further every single day. And this is important because financial literacy can be the difference between identifying an opportunity or missing out on it completely.
So when we are talking about opportunities, what we're talking about is always growing in terms of financial literacy. We now understand that you can't stay stagnant. You can't learn something and expect for that one piece of information that you learn to last you a lifetime on your investing journey. So when we focus on learning, we're focused on constantly growing and constantly gathering information so that when we are investing, we are able to take advantage of opportunities and not only take advantage of them, but spot them in the future.
The next thing we didn't know is that it is never too early and it is never too late to start investing in the stock market. And I'll start with the first piece, being too early. Now, when Christine and I first started working, we were teenagers. I was 15 years old and I was scooping ice cream at Thrifty's. I think it's called Rite Aid now. But that first job is when I really had that opportunity to start investing. But at that age, it was the furthest thing from my mind. And a lot of really young people don't consider investing because they think they are too young. If you know our daughters, you know that they have already been investing in the stock market through their custodial accounts. So this is a piece of knowledge that we need to spread to the youngest generation, is that you can start investing right now from day one, from the day you are born.
Now let's talk about the other end of the spectrum where it's our opinion that it's never too late to begin investing. And we hear this a lot from people that follow us. They say, I feel like it's too late. I'm in my 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and I'm just beginning investing. Well, like we said, we started our investment journey in our 30s, and we achieved financial independence before we reached the age of 40. So let's say someone is 50 years old and they have the same time frame, the same type of investments as us, and they are able to retire at 60. That means they have maybe potentially 40 more years of their life to live in retirement. And the same applies for someone that's 60 and has an investment journey of another 10 years, or someone that's 70 and invests for 10 years and reaches financial independence. They still have many more years to enjoy that retirement.
And there's another benefit to gaining financial independence later in life that not enough people are talking about. You see, when you reach the later stages in your life, it is so important to have your finances together. It means that you are not a burden on maybe your children or your grandchildren, and instead you can leave them something instead of taking something from them. This is so important to think about because your finances later on in life don't just affect you, but they can also impact your loved ones.
The next thing that we didn't understand was how easy and accessible it is to invest in the stock market. Now, Aman and I did not come from families with money, and we really didn't understand the concept of investing in the stock market at all. We always had this vision that if you were investing in the stock market is because you were a really brilliant type of person or you had tons of money to invest, like you were already a millionaire. We didn't understand that you could actually start off small. You could start by investing in the stock market and become a millionaire just by investing in the stock market.
And so we were so fortunate to realize that investing in the stock market to build wealth is not just for the rich. You can start with nothing and begin the process of building wealth. You see, when you're learning to invest in the stock market, just the process puts you in a better position to understand how money can be made and how money can work for you. And so gaining access to the market, which everyone has access to the market now. There are so many apps. There are so many online brokerages. There's absolutely no excuse why people aren't investing in the stock market. If you can open a Spotify or Netflix account, you can open a brokerage account. And so because of this accessibility, it means that anyone can start building real wealth by investing in the stock market. The next thing we didn't know is that you must prioritize paying yourself first in order to build wealth. You see, when most people receive their paychecks, they spend most of it, and whatever is left, that's what they save and invest. And we were doing the exact same thing until we took on this goal of FIRE. And once we had this mindset shift, we began to prioritize how we spent our money by paying ourselves first. So the first thing we did with every single paycheck was that we divvied it up between our investment accounts, our savings accounts, and our other real estate investments. And then whatever was left, that's what we spent. That's how you build wealth towards FIRE, by focusing on investing over spending.
So if you are interested in this concept of learning how to really invest for financial independence, how to save more money, and even how to make more money, we actually have a FIRE Masterclass. So if you are interested in learning more about this FIRE Masterclass, we will leave a link in the description below, or you can also go to our blog at ourrichjourney.com.
And the last thing we didn't know is that investing is supposed to be boring. Now, a lot of people, when they think about investing, they're thinking about buying and selling stocks and all these excitement and just different things. But the reality is, investing is like watching paint dry. But at the end of that paint drying, you will have a beautiful house to move into. I like that analogy. But you know, for a lot of people, they want to see excitement when they're investing. But when you are consistent, when you are boring with your investments actually grow more efficiently. There are so many people that try to beat the market, that try to chase the hot new thing, and they end up losing their money. But the people like us that do the same thing day in and day out, you will reach your ultimate goal because of that consistency.
So if you are out there and you are just beginning your investment journey, keep this in mind. You don't have to go and try and day trade. You don't have to try and time the market. You can keep a very simple portfolio. Look into low-cost index funds. Look into low-cost ETFs. Think about how you can develop a really simple, diversified plan that can help grow your wealth. And of course, continue watching our videos. And if you like this video, make sure you give us a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, and join the journey.